Hey, here to talk about Metrocon. I know my video is completely late, but better late than never. Well, it was like such a long drive home, but I'm here now and spent the weekend with Ichi and Akari, which was awesome and amazing. But I waited outside for them for like 20 minutes before their car pulled up because I was so excited to see them. But we shared the hotel room with my mom, which was a big mistake, but the only thing we could afford to do. And, sorry, Friday we got there, we went to Metrocon, walked around a little bit, and then went back and got ready for the Fantasy Masquerade, which we were like a half hour late for, only because it took us 45 minutes to get ready. Because I did Evie's makeup and some of Molly's makeup and Akari's makeup, sorry. And it just took us that long to get our dresses on, accessories, makeup, masks, hair. It was crazy. I'll upload pics later. But it was really awesome because then Evie and Akari decided to pull over Noah and ask a guy who was sitting in the bleachers to dance with them. And he was just too shy. He didn't want to. So we ended up dancing, just three of us, until, because since we were not the only girls there without dates, we picked up like 6 random girls who were just standing by themselves and started dancing with them. Because we don't need guys to have fun, and even though we are all straight, just wanted to point that out, that we had fun just dancing with other girls because we were all too shy to ask guys to dance with us, which wasn't really a problem because we didn't need them in the end anyway. But especially because one of our friends actually did dance with a guy, and he gave her his room number. Great job, dude. No, not really. And we went back to the hotel, and in our dresses, we just kind of laid around for a while. And at 11 o'clock at night, we decided we wanted to eat something. So we went to the hotel kitchen, and the hotel restaurant is a bar and restaurant. And the waiter there actually thought that we were drunk. And I know, it was only because we were so happy and hyper and excited because it was the first day of Metrocon. I saw Evie and Akari again, and it was just so exciting for me. And we were just kind of high on life. We're 15 years old. Over it. We weren't drunk. But we did do pretty random things, but really, can you blame us? It's Metrocon. We actually saw a couple cosplayers. I'll post a link to some of their pictures and videos. They cosplayed from Alice in Wonderland. And the guy who was cosplaying as the Mad Hatter said he made the hat himself, which was awesome because I loved that hat. So we all took the last slice of pizza and gave it to him for his epic hat. And I don't know if he ate it or not, because it was completely clean. Obviously, you wouldn't want to eat a piece of pizza that came from strangers, but we gave it to him anyway. And he took it, and he called us the Pizza Fairies. We did, because we were in our dresses, and I think the waiter was hitting on us, thought that he could score or something, because he thought we were drunk, but we weren't. Sorry. And then, oh, the elevator guy we met Friday night when we were going on our way to the Fantasy Masquerade. And that's because he saw us in our masks and dresses and makeup and all this other kind of stuff. And he was waving at us from the glass elevator across the other side of the hotel. And he's the elevator guy. He was waving at Evie. And we did leave the fantasy ball about 10 minutes early to beat the rush out of the ballroom. So we went back to the hotel, and like I said, we ate, Then we played Final Fantasy VIII. And we ate fruit and drank iced tea and soda and water. Totally bummer party. Three 15-year-old girls playing video games, eating healthy food. But we did. And then we I don't know, I went to sleep earlier because I was tired because I had just driven in 8 hours into Tampa. And then the broom guy appeared where he was actually banging a broom against the wall. And I was asleep during this, but Akari and Evie heard it. And they were giggling and got us all three in trouble because my mom didn't know I was already asleep. But that's the broom guy. And then Saturday morning we got up, had breakfast, saw a whole bunch of other cosplayers, which truly amazed me. And then we went straight to the vendor's hall after we ate, and we bought all our stuff, and that was when I bought my outfit for the rave. I bought Coco a Moogle plushie. I bought a poster, which I'll show to you later, but I did buy a poster. And then we went back to the room and got our cosplays on. Obviously it didn't take me that long to get into mine. It was just the wig and the shorts and the shirt and the shoes and the tights. But it really took Evie and Akari a long time because they were cosplaying as Rinoa and I forgot the name. Akari was cosplaying as some other chick from Final Fantasy VIII. And maybe you know her because I'm not really that into Final Fantasy, basically because I don't have any gaming systems. I fail, but my mom just let me play video games. So I don't know what her name is. I keep forgetting her name, but maybe you'll once I explain it, maybe you'll know. But I had to help her get into her helmet and spray paint her hair black, and then we got in mad trouble because we had to take Evie's pale blonde hair and dye it, spray black. So we got the dye everywhere. But we cleaned it up, and we didn't get in trouble as much as we could have. So we cleaned that up, and a lot of people stopped to take their picture. People stopped to take my picture, which I'm really honored about because it was my first cosplay making myself. It was my first Metrocon, my first convention ever, and I'm truly honored. Thank you guys so much who did stop and appreciate it. One chick actually yelled at me and said, "Karin, you're a bitch." And I said, "I am the bitch." Because then 2 minutes later she yelled at Sakura and said, "Sakura, you're a whore." Which I thought was really funny, because then she pointed at me and said that I said it. But I didn't. Oh, the people of Metrocon. I love you them all. And then Saturday finished with waiting outside the line for the rave. We did not want to wait in line, so we ended up waiting, because as soon as you walk into Metrocon, you see the escalators, and then the stairs, and then that one floor where the line was starting. And we were there standing at the rail that looked down at the first floor from the second floor, and then we were having Yaoi fan service, and the Yaoi rail. It's named the Yaoi rail not only for the Yaoi that occurred near the rail, but because we actually lined up against it and screamed down at the people of the first floor many random things. Like, we did yell Yaoi. We yelled, "What anime are you from?" We yelled, "You've lost the game." And some guy actually gave us the finger for saying that to him. And we yelled Yaoi a couple times, and people actually yelled Yuri back. So after Kuro and Phi left, they were the ones performing the Yaoi fan service. I'll post a link to Kuro's video about Metrocon. And after they left, we were really bored because there was no one else to hang out with after that. So we walked around with the rest of our friends who showed up after Kuro and Phi left. And we kind of split the group in half and then started yelling Yaoi Yuri back and forth. And then our friend Momo actually said we should have screamed hentai, but she wasn't there to scream it for herself. So that was a bust. But then before the rave started, we were glomping each other, and Evie got on her knee. She was wearing fishnets, so she got like this red scrape all over her knee that matched the fishnets. And I got it too, but my fishnets were farther apart than hers were. So she got a neat little fence design on her knee. I don't know if it's still there. I'll have to ask her. But it was pretty bad. It was there for about a week. I'm not really sure if it's there anymore. I'll ask her. But then the rave, we had a 1 a.m. curfew, so the rave went by really fast. Like, it only felt like we were in there for about 15 minutes. So that was kind of bad, but honestly, the rave that we were having outside of the line was a lot better than the rave itself, because the lights kind of did hurt my eyes a little bit, because I'm sensitive to them. And we did dance with random people, which was really fun because I'm never that outgoing, but I did dance with a lot of random people, which made me happy. And then we left and got back to the hotel at like exactly 1 a.m. And then we just sat and talked for like 4 hours, drinking iced tea again and eating and just saying how much we're going to miss each other when we leave Sunday morning, which we did leave Sunday morning. It was kind of a rush to get out, but we spent money on a weekend pass, and we wanted to say goodbye to Metrocon Sunday morning after breakfast. So we ate breakfast and then rushed right over, said bye to the Yaoi fangirls that were with us. Just kind of settled everything that Metrocon was over, but we'll be back next year. And we definitely will. We'll be cosplaying. Me and Akari are going to be cosplaying as Luca and Gakupo. Myself as Luca, and then her as Gakupo. And assuming that Metrocon will be on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday like it was this year, Friday will be Luca and Gakupo. Saturday will be her own cosplay, and then my own cosplay, which is a zombie slayer bit. Like, I'm really into zombies, so I want to create a zombie apocalypse outfit and wear it to Metrocon. And then Sunday will be a surprise. Not only to you guys, but to me also, because Akari will not tell me. And we're definitely sharing a hotel room again, which will be epic. We're thinking about getting our own hotel room this time, because we did make a big mess, and seeing that there's a parent in there, big messes and parentals do not go over well. So we're going to fix that next year. But I ended up spending like $250 on the outfit for the rave Saturday night that I was only there for from like 11:30 to 1 a.m. But I bought a cattail and I love wearing it. And I already had the fishnets and I love my leg warmers. And since I live in Pennsylvania, the leg warmers will definitely come in handy during the winter. And I'm not afraid to wear them in public. So lots of fun, lots of friends. And I did actually meet up with all the fangirls on DeviantArt, YouTube, and Facebook. So not one friend lost, except a group of girls that we did meet at the pool on Saturday who were cosplaying as Vocaloids. They were cosplaying as the girls from Alice the Human Sacrifice, and we met them at the pool because since the pool's on the 3rd level, we could see eye level with the people on the 4th floor while we were in the pool. So the people were dancing along the rail there, and we got up and started dancing along the window with them. But then after we ran out of things to dance to, because we didn't know all the dances they were doing, we ended up doing the YMCA. But then after we had to get ready for the rave, we traded room numbers, and we met up. We didn't trade cells or Facebooks or DeviantArts or anything like that, which I don't mind. You know, some people don't like doing that, but they were fun to hang out with for the time being. And it was just a lot of fun. It was my first convention, and I'm